I've been trading for 8 years now, and I want to be real with you. The first 3 years, it was a complete mess. I wasn't making money. I was working a job, jumping between strategies every couple of weeks, and every time I thought I'd figure it out, I'd blow the account again. And maybe that's you right now. Maybe you keep blowing accounts. Maybe you finally passed the Pro-Firm challenge, got funded, and then lost that one too. Or maybe you got your first payout, felt on top of the world, and gave it all back the next week. I know that feeling. I lived it for years. I still remember my first real payout. After all that time losing, wondering if I even had it in me, seeing that hit was crazy. But the money wasn't even the main thing. The main thing was it proved I could actually do this. And if I did it once, I could figure out what I did right and just repeat it. So when I look back, getting from broke and confused to getting payouts pretty much every week came down to 3 single things. That's it, only 3. Let me walk you through them so it hopefully takes you way less time than it took me. Stop chasing a better strategy. The first one is probably the opposite of what you think you need right now. You think you need a better strategy, a better indicator maybe, a better trading setup, some secret that the profitable guys know and you just don't. I thought the exact same thing. For 3 years I chased it. I'd find a strategy, trade it for 2 weeks, lose a bit, decide it was broken and go find a new one. Forex, I tried a little bit of indices and then back to Forex. 30 different trading pairs, then some smart money thing that I saw online. I never stuck with anything long enough to actually get good at it. I remember 1 month I switched strategy 3 separate times. 3 in 1 month. I'd lose a few trades, get in my head, decide the whole thing was broken and go download someone else's system that weekend. And Monday I'm a brand new trader again. Fresh rules I don't even understand. Zero confidence and surprise. I lose with that one too. That was my life for years. Always starting and never really building something. And here's what I finally worked out. The strategy was never the problem. Me jumping around was the actual problem. Because every time you switch, you go back to zero. No reps, no feel for it, you've only traded it like 10 times, so of course it feels broken. Everything feels broken when you've barely started it. The people who make it aren't the ones with a fancy strategy. They're the ones who picked something very simple and just stayed. They ran the same thing over and over until they knew it better than anyone else. So if you're switching strategies right now, hoping the next one's the one stop, it's probably not a strategy, it's that you keep starting over. Which leads into the second thing. I made my trading stupidly simple. When I was losing, my trading was complicated. Loads of pairs, loads of rules, longs and shorts in the same hour, and half the time I had no idea why I was even in a trade. I just clicked because something looked kind of okay. So I stripped it all back. I picked one market, which at that time was gold, and stopped looking at anything else. Just one market. Then I picked one setup on that market. Just one. The specific thing I wait for at the specific time of day I trade. If it's not there, then I don't trade. That sounds too simple, right? Like it can be enough. We've all been taught that if something's simple, it's probably wrong, especially when there's money on the line. But it's actually backwards. The simpler you're trading, the fewer things can go wrong. When you're only watching one market and one setup, you actually get good at reading it. You see the same thing happen over and over. You know what a good one looks like and what a bad one looks like because you've seen it hundreds of times at this point. And because right now I only watch NQ mostly, I actually know how it moves. I know how it behaves at the open when everyone's piling in. I know when it's choppy and pointless and I should just leave it alone. You only get that from staring at one thing for a long time. You'll never get it flicking between 20 markets every day. Back then when I traded everything, I'd sit down and just feel confused, overwhelmed. Now I sit down knowing exactly what I'm looking for. Most days it's not there and I just close the charts, and that's fine. Doing nothing is a skill too. Fewer decisions, fewer mistakes, one market, one setup done properly. And that was massive for me. And the third thing took the longest to get, but it might be the most important. I stopped caring whether I won or lost on the day. Sounds crazy, right? But hear me out. When I was losing, my whole mood was tied to the money. Green day and I'm on top of the world. Red day I'm crushed and revenge trading by the afternoon. My emotions were on a roller coaster and my account paid for it. Let me paint a picture for you. I take one loss in the morning. Small one, totally normal. But instead of leaving it, I'm annoyed. So I take another trade I didn't even plan just to win it back. And that loses too. Now I'm angry. So I size up because I really want to be green by lunch. And that's the one that does the real damage. One normal loss turned into a blown day, and none of it was the market's fault. It was all me chasing something. So I changed what I was actually measuring. Instead of asking, did I make money today? I started asking, did I follow my trading plan today? That's the only question now. Did I wait for my setup? Did I take it the way I said I would? Did I stick to my risk? Did I stop when I was meant to stop? If I did all that and still lost, good day, genuinely. Some of my best days on paper are days I actually lost money. Because I did everything right and the market just didn't want to play. That used to feel like failure. Now I know that's just trading. You have to flip it. Stop judging yourself on one day because one day is basically random. Judge yourself on how well you stuck to what you said you do. Do that and the wins and losses stop messing with your head. And then this is the boring bit nobody wants to hear. You do it for a long time. I did this for years. Same market, same setup, same risk, same questions every single day. It's not exciting, but that's exactly why most people can't do it. They quit before it becomes second nature. I didn't quit, and that's the whole reason I'm sitting here right now getting payouts pretty much every week instead of blowing my 11th account. And look, I'm not going to sit here and tell you this happens in a month. That's what everyone else promises you and it's just not real. It took me years, not because I'm slow, but because getting good at anything takes time and trading is no different. So if you're a few months in and it hasn't clicked yet, that's actually normal. You're not behind, you're right on schedule. The only way you actually lose is if you quit or you keep starting over. So stick with one thing, keep it simple, follow your plan and give it the time it actually needs. So let me bring it all together because it's actually simple. 1. Stop chasing new strategies. Pick something and stick with it long enough to actually get good. 2. Make it simple. One market, one setup, fewer things to get wrong. 3. Stop judging your days by money. Judge them by whether you followed your plan. Then just keep showing up. And that's it. That's the whole thing. There was no secret, no magic indicator. I just stopped doing the stuff that kept me stuck and did the boring stuff long enough that it finally clicked. If I could go back and tell myself this 3 years in, I'd have saved myself so much pain. So take it from me so you don't have to learn it the slow way like I just did. If you want me to actually help you build this, the one setup, the risk, the whole process, that's what I do inside my mentorship, the Prop from Blueprint. It's for people who are serious about getting this right. Link is in the description if you want to apply for that. And when you're ready to get your first funded account, the firm I use is Hola Prime. They have the fastest payouts in the game, most payouts done in under an hour with a zero payout denial policy and a public transparency report so you can see it's all real. There's also a link in the description for that. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.